Hi, I'm Jeff Gamet for the Mac Observer, and I'm at AltConf, which is running parallel to Worldwide Developer Conference in San Jose, California. And with me today, I have Greg Scown from Smile Software. Greg, I'm so glad you had time to join me. Thank you for being here.
Jeff, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
It's nice to be able to come to a conference and see people that I know, meet new people, and get caught up. So yeah, it's really great to see you. And well, since we're here, we might as well talk about some of the conference things. Has there been anything that stood out to you? And where I'm going with this is, have you found anything that Apple's announced that you can exploit and is going to be useful for the products that you make?
I'm kind of excited about the machine learning stuff. I think there may be applicability to the text expander keyboard. So one of the shortcomings of the text expander keyboard is it doesn't have predictive text. For example, as the built-in keyboard does. And it may be possible, and again, I don't really, I know what I know so far. It's promising, but not sure. It may be possible that we're able to leverage that to improve the keyboard, and if so, that would be very exciting.
Okay, yeah, I could see that'd be cool. And I get why you have to be kind of vague about it, because really we're talking about stuff that we've known about, not for weeks, but in some ways, only hours. Yeah. So based on what you're seeing, aside from machine learning, which I'm intrigued about as well, is there anything else that you're looking at and thinking, okay, this is just cool?
Wow, I mean, I think a lot of what they're doing is just cool, but we write productivity software, so I'm not sure that making Lego figures appear on a table in artificial reality is going to be great for us. However, the one thing that is cool is that this seems like it's kind of a low homework year for us.
What's low homework mean?
So, you go to WWDC and you never know what Apple's going to do, and you never know how that's going to impact your products. And so this year, everything is positive, and nothing seems to require that we go back and rewrite massive swaths of code or redesign our entire iOS interface as we had to do between iOS 6 and iOS 7. I mean, we and everyone else.
Right.
So this seems like a low homework year with some cool stuff. So looking forward to exploring machine learning. And looking forward to checking out other smaller things. And so fingers crossed that it's all additive, which is just fantastic when that happens.
All right, so in a high homework year, you go home, you have a moment where you stop, and then you dive in and basically tear everything you've done apart and have to rebuild it in a new way.
And you basically spend the next 3 months doing something that may or may not generate any revenue whatsoever.
Oh, nothing like a little bit of a gamble there.
Yeah. So those years are kind of harder than this type of year. This type of year is much more exciting, and it also means that those 3 months will mostly be spent propelling our products forward, which is really what we enjoy doing.
Okay. Now, since it's a low homework year, I'm assuming that means that you can be a little bit more relaxed, even though you're having to be very intent on all the new things that Apple is dumping on us. Are you having fun?
The whole vibe of this conference, I think, is more relaxed than any WWDC I've been to yet, including old ones that were in San Jose. It's not frenetic, it's not, and I can't put my finger on the single thing that is making it that way, so I'm a little confused. But I'm thinking, partly for me because it's a low homework year, but other developers got homework and don't seem particularly stressed about it. And so, I don't know, the magic sauce applied somehow in San Jose, whether it's being in San Jose, which I kind of doubt, or whether it's the length of the sessions or what they've done, something has given this a more relaxed vibe.
I'm wondering if part of this vibe is coming from the fact that Apple announced so much. I mean, it was like a breakneck pace going through everything. But they announced a lot of stuff that looks exciting to me for the pro market, for the developer market. And maybe we have this thing going on where a lot of people were kind of tense, wondering where Apple is heading with the Mac, and maybe not so much now.
Yes, I think that's true. Also, I think maybe Apple had a little bit of a credibility debt coming into this because people were worried about things. And when you're worried about things, you don't trust as much what Apple has to say. Now, all of a sudden, they've delivered on so many things that we were hopeful for or expected or even were rumored, what have you. And I think everyone feels probably more secure, right? It's like Apple has done what they typically do. Things are iterating in the way that everyone kind of expects, and that's fantastic. That's great news. And it also buys I think, additional credibility for, they say they're going to do a Mac Pro, they're going to do a Mac Pro. I mean, yeah, it's going to take some time, but they're going to do it, I think, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not privy to any special knowledge, but they can make that kind of statement stick so much better now that with what they've just delivered. I really think that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we are close to out of time.
Sure.
But I want to ask you something that I totally didn't prepare you for. This came up while we were talking.
Yeah.
The scanning features that Apple has added to iOS 11. I look at that and I think, okay, there's some really cool things they're doing here, some cool things they're doing with markup with documents once they've been scanned. From what you have seen, are there things in there that you're going to be able to leverage back into your products?
I sincerely hope so. I don't know the details on it yet, but we hope that the edge detection and straightening stuff is available via API, because we would love to have that be standard. That is not so much our area of expertise. Our area of expertise is in PDF processing, and also the markup that they're doing, I expect, is just going to be bog standard PDF. And if so, that means there will be more PDFs in the world, and more PDFs in the world is good as far as I'm concerned.
All right, cool. Well, Greg, thank you so much for making the time to join me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
And where can people find you?
You can find us at smilesoftware.com, and you can find me personally as Matt Gregg on Twitter.
Awesome, thanks.
All right, thank you.
I'm Jeff Gamet for the Mac Observer. Thanks for watching.